Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Crusader Kings III, where I have some good news and some bad news after doing a little bit of investigation on the internet. The bad news is there is absolutely no way for us to interact with this nonsense here. We really do just have to wait until the wars conclude, potentially. In some situations, we would have to just wait until the wars conclude, despite the fact that that doesn't make any sense at all. And creates a really screwed up incentive system where if you have a title that is in danger of being usurped, you are encouraged to just get into piddly wars with nobodies and then not do anything as part of those wars and just let them continue forever. Because the AI is never gonna, if you don't go to war with somebody who is hugely more powerful than you, they're never gonna get anything done. The war could go on forever, and the war existing will protect your title forever. Obviously, baffling design on that. But it looks like it may be the case that a person who has a title but who holds none of the de jure land within that title loses the title eventually. The title will just disappear. I could not find a lot of solid agreement on how that works, or even if it does happen. It seems like some people think it may be a thing that I would have had to set specifically in the game rules before creating the game. Let's hope that's not true, because I didn't do that, because I didn't know that it was even a thing. And also, people were very divided on how long it takes to happen. Some people think it's 5 years, some people think it's 10 years. I guess we'll just see. We'll just keep checking in on King Ragnarsson and see if he loses the title or if the wars end, and then we'll go ahead and do the usurping. And in the meantime, I guess we are just driven to do other stuff. So, on the subject of alliances, the game does not clarify this very well, but apparently the deal is you can only form an alliance by marrying off one of your close family members. It's not just you create an alliance between kingdoms with family members from those kingdoms. It has to be one of your close family members, so grandkids don't work. Pretty arbitrary, but fine. However, if you have had an alliance with somebody because of blood, and then the alliance ended because the original person you had the alliance with died, you can sometimes just negotiate a new alliance over the same existing blood ties, which is a thing the game absolutely should tell you in the box where the alliance has ended, right? There should be a button right there that's try to renegotiate the alliance with the new guy. And you can see, there's no difficulty here. This will totally work. I think we're just going to go ahead and do this. I would like to have, potentially, an extra 2,000 troops available, in case. I don't know why that's a thing. First of all, I don't know why it's a thing that you have to know ahead of time. The game just doesn't tell you. But secondly, why they hide it, why it was not one of the obviously available diplomacy options, it doesn't matter, because it's pretty fucking important, I think. So yeah, we're gonna make an alliance there, and then, since we're just sitting here and waiting, I guess we can go and keep conquering land. We don't want to lose money, we want to make sure we still have this big supply of cash for usurping or creating this title, whichever is necessary. But as long as we don't do anything that drives our income negative, we should be fine. So, also, do we want to do anything over here? Well, we can divine the stars. This doesn't cost anything, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that, and then I guess we could just declare war on somebody. We could fight somebody for something. If I declared war on you at this point, you have a pretty huge army yourself, but you only have 2 very, very small alliances. And, oh, right, I'm sorry. We should wait until the alliance is negotiated before we even think about declaring a war. Okay. Let's get that settled. Let's make sure we know that is going to happen. So, we can holy war him for his entire kingdom, but obviously the problem with that is that, oh, the Kingdom of Norway. That's not what he holds, though. Right, you're only allowed to fight him for the parts of his empire that fit within the lines that somebody else drew on the map, even if those lines have never existed in your current game. But if we do that, all Asatru rulers might join in the war, and I think that's not a great idea, because that's a lot of soldiers, potentially. So, we might actually not have a Casus Belli that gives us very much land with him. We can't do a subjugation war. Soaba has a claim to a tiny little county. I mean, we could just use the normal conquer duchy/county action. So let's see here. He holds a tiny bit of land in the abstract idea of Finland. This Jarldom is actually quite small? Yeah, okay, it's that. That's interesting. Yeah, it's just like, it's a lot of tiny pieces of land, and we can't go to war for more than a little bit of it at a time. So maybe that's not even worth it. If we were to pursue the Empire of Scandinavia title, hopefully we'll be able to get a second kingdom title going. We need 96 of the counties that are inside of this area. Or, if we want to make our own empire, we need 3 kingdom titles and 80 total counties, or 120 total counties. Well, we're certainly not going to be able to do either of these things, within this character's lifetime. That's probably not happening. But, so we're basically just going to war for, like, land. We just want more land. I mean, this guy's in the middle of my stuff, and he has a military strength of 309 soldiers. Maybe we could just take some of his stuff, sort of make our stuff more contiguous. Soaba has a claim to that chiefdom. Okay, so this is made up of 2 duchies, but it looks like that one up there is just 1 county. Yep, and then there's 2 counties down there. So if we're just trying to take this, I guess we just do a county claim, because it only costs 75. Right, Soaba's claims, are more expensive than that. Okay, yeah, let's just do that. Let's go to war over this county. This seems like it should be very easy. He has allies, but they are tiny. Okay. A thing to do while we are waiting. Sorry, I closed that instead of pressing the button. I definitely wanted to press the button. So, we already have a rally point over here. I guess we just raise. Just do it. Let's go get him. I am divining the stars. I've become a dedicated worker. Minus intrigue plus stewardship. Honestly, seems pretty good. That decision is very low yield, though. I'm pretty sure that taking this is just gonna... Right? This is the whole thing. This is the entire thing we're fighting over. So this seems like it should be pretty straightforward. I can call on my ally at a cost of 150 prestige. We don't actually need the prestige, but we also don't need my ally to get in here. So, yep, and still not available. Wow, actually, I'm really surprised at how expensive... I guess it's a lot of troops. But wow, that's expensive. Okay, we need to finish this war and then get it over with quickly. Get our levies back down quickly. Okay, not a big surprise. The tiny, tiny force failed to defeat us. Why does it keep... It keeps popping up that we have an important thing. Hold on. It has come to my attention that some local commoners are moving to Roskilde, the capital of King Tosti. Okay, that's fun. Locals, newly settled or not, praising me can surely do no harm to his perception of me. I don't care enough to pay for it. My consort Ninus is once again absent from our chambers as night falls. That's fine. I have a husband and everything. He's been distant lately, lost in thought, and rarely seen at court. Am I not to his satisfaction? Is he simply busy? Or could he be warming someone else's bed? Also, fine. Like, I don't actually need him to do that. I had to declare that I had a consort for appearances. I don't care about this. Will doing this move my spymaster off of defense? Yes, okay. I guess go ahead and do a Find Secrets, why not, right? And then, how's this going? How's Denmark stuff going? Actually, where is Denmark? Did the title get destroyed? Oh, it's in my created list now. Yes, the title did get destroyed. How on earth are you not going to pop a notification, like a proper notification? We get middle-of-the-screen notifications for such trivial shit. How would you not pop up, hey, by the way, that title that you're sitting on top of was destroyed? Well, this is not, I mean, it's a lot cheaper to do this. Hell yeah, create. Okay, so now I am the High Shaman of Denmark. And Gima Yoka. We should probably rename some of this stuff. When we get an empire together, we'll work on the name. Also, I have room for additional champion. Do we have anybody at court who is very exciting? No, not really. Well, with all the money we saved, I'm gonna go ahead and do an invite champions. Let's bring in some new folks. And then I guess we could create some more duchy titles if we wanted to. I don't know that I need to, but we have that option at least. And so now, within the Empire of Scandinavia title thing, yeah, that requirement has been removed. We have the kingdom titles. We just have to actually get the land. Well, okay, working on it. Slowly but surely. And my glory is widely known, of course, obviously. Oh, whoa, what was this? An enemy holy order has been called up. The Joms Vikings, who have 4 soldiers. Ah, but these guys are now reading as having 3,000. Well, it's still not a problem, I think. Yeah, like, we're still considerably larger than that. But should we just go fight them? Maybe I don't want to let them, Also, what is going on over here? Pretender rebels. So these are not reading as a hostile army. This is a problem that my vassal who's in charge of this territory is having. So Abba is not taking care of her business. Can I offer to join her war? I can. Because we could put a stop to this nonsense right now. My total levy size has fallen. Is it because her stuff is... We might want to... I'm going to offer to join this war. Alright. Let's take one of our 3 armies, the smallest one, and send them down here to clean this up. No. Hold on. Not the whole stack. How do I get... Okay, I don't want to select the whole thing. It's super weird, though, that if you do this, control-click to select. Clicking on one of the armies does not select it. You must control-click it. Okay, fine. And then this force is still big enough to fight those guys off, but I'm a little worried about what's going on down there. I do think that needs to probably get dealt with. And we'll let this siege keep running for a moment. How long is this? 9 more months. That's pretty harsh. Boy, we're winning that, but we're not winning very quickly, are we? Alright, my grandson was slain in battle. What battle? Where's this? I don't know. Some stuff's happening over there. Not really my problem. I learned that someone has a lover. Someone who's not married. Who cares? This isn't even a secret. What do you... Alright, you're getting back on disrupt schemes duty because you clearly don't understand your job. Like, I guess technically that might be a secret, but it's not an interesting or useful secret. Who cares? We can't use that for blackmail or anything. A notable guest has arrived with a claim to... Okay. A relatively large jarldom that is kind of nearby. My guest just disappeared from the UI. Okay, well... Has a useful duchy claim. How much would it be to recruit her? She doesn't really have any meaningful skills, but I agree, that claim is kind of useful. We could do something with that. Yeah, go ahead and bring her on. Alright, let's get this done, and then hopefully this will just end the war. What are these guys doing? Oh, conversion. cool. Yes. Let us continue converting. I think that's important. I don't know that it matters particularly where we're doing this. We just kind of have to create a stronghold of our religion that can spread out to other areas nearby. A champion has arrived. Who are you? Some guy. You're really good at fighting in open terrain. You want almost no money and you have 18 prowess. Welcome aboard. Absolutely worth it. Okay, they just ran back over here to get murdered again. We've captured some people who do not contribute to war score. So let's see about ransom. I do so love a ransom. No ransoms. Yeah, no ransoms. Okay, whatever. Let's finish this, and then I think we're going to have to actually go defend against that Holy Order, because they are marching on our territory, and they are large enough to actually be a problem. You know what? We're basically all one army. Yep, they're totally running over here to do siege. You know what? I am going to call on my ally here. Actually, it would be lovely if you would step in. Alright. Our alliance with Guoladat has been very, very good for us militarily for a very long time. Wow, that's a lot of additional taxes. Holy shit. Okay, I don't know exactly what we're going to do with all that, but that seems good. I captured some people who, again, are not contributing to war score. I'm a little surprised that that didn't give me 100% war score there, because, like, that's 100% of the territory that we're fighting over. Well, whatever. Get over here. Wow, how long is that going to take? That's a 3-month walk? It's actually going to be a little close. Okay, let's see about ransoms on those. Does he care? Yes, he does. He cares a little bit about these people. Just a tiny little bit. So, I mean, they're just going to ball up, and then we're going to roll over them with our superior ball. A shameful truth has reached the light of day. My vassal, some guy, has an affair with his lover. Yeah, what? Have we nothing more important to tend to? Has happened. Okay, they have a sort of an interior problem. My vassal has brought forward undeniable evidence that Nasti was fathered by none other than him. Ah, okay, this is related to that other event. Nasti, who is... Okay. Hey, none of this matters. Why are you giving... So this is a great example of one of those not important at all things that gets a full-on middle-of-the-screen notification. And yet, the kingdom thing. Well, who cares about kingdoms? Those don't matter to anyone. Oh, hey, it's Bjorn. Oh, hey, it's Bjorn. My dude. Are you still very expensive to recruit? You are. Where is the thing you have a claim to? Wait, where are we? That's Ireland. Okay, well, I'm certainly not going to press your claim. So I think I'm not going to recruit him then. He's a mighty warrior, to be sure. But I don't think it's worth 48 wealth. That's a huge amount of money. We certainly would never, ever use that claim. Please let me actually get there before the siege ends. Maybe. Okay. We stopped them from being able to take prisoners and make my life miserable. Nope, never mind. The siege actually did end, but nothing really came of it. So if we just unsiege it, that should end it then, right? Oh. Wow. He lost some real... That's a shame. He lost some very real people in that battle. Oh, my grandsons. What is going on over in Pualanka? What? Okay. I don't know what's happening, but members of my dynasty are dying off left and right. Yes, Yes, dismiss all of these. Peasant factions are very whatever. Chieftain Millet can marry. Oh, hey, this is my son. Okay, so there are alliances available here. What happened to his spouse? I don't know, whatever. Slain in battle. This is one of the battle notifications that I skipped through, I guess. Okay, that's interesting. The ability to form an actual alliance again. The High Chiefdom of Lesser Poland. I mean, that's still a pretty good Poland, it looks like. As far as Polands go. So wait, where is this? Skane. This is... okay. That is actually potentially useful to us. Although, Skane is part of Sealand, which is maybe not really what we want. And I mean, Poland's down here, obviously. So those troops would eventually be able to assist us. What about this? I mean, Ossory, given a name like that, yeah, I was going to say, we know approximately where that's going to be. So I guess... boy, it feels weird to have my son in his 40s getting betrothed to a 2-year-old. Do you have children already? You have a ton of children already. You have so many children already. So this is not a marriage where we need to be pushing for kids. This would be okay. Wait, oh, it changed my sort for no reason. But maybe we should ally with this Jarldom down here. Yeah, alright. By the time she's of majority age, he's going to be 60. That feels weird. Well, I'm going to do it anyway. But yeah, definitely weird. Alright. A new alliance, which is good. It's good to have more troops on our side. Especially since my personal levies seem to be nosediving in number for some reason. Oh, also, King Toasty is probably not a good target for our personal scheming anymore. Although I don't know who would be. Because he's overwhelmingly on our side. You're slightly negative on me. He desires a bunch of my stuff. Okay, maybe we sway you. In the hopes of preventing a situation from arising. Alright, 2 months left on this. Also, our war score is just ticking up over time because we hold the thing. One of my vassals was taken... okay, we gotta do something about all of the nonsense that's happening out to the east. So they're trying to siege this, but they can't actually do it. They don't have the numbers. Alright. War's over. Okay, we're doing quite well on money, and all of a sudden my levies just leapt way back up. Is this place really valuable? Nope. No, it is not. Huh. Alright, you can declare wars. What a surprise. I have a couple of people who would maybe like to be on the council. Unfortunately, they're not really qualified. I mean, 18 diplomacy is not terrible. But we definitely have this covered already. So I guess for the moment, no. Opinions are positive enough. We don't have to care about that. So I guess we just keep looking for places where we can take land. We just keep expanding at an incredible rate. Okay, you have some allies, but not enough. Is my marshal is still increasing control? That's probably a thing that's worth doing. Okay, so let's hold off for a second. Let's let my levies recover a little bit. And then we can grab this, I guess. We can take everything that's not part of Scaland, and then we can worry about this later. Probably with our next character. Okay, my alliance with the Jarldom of Skane has ended. Who's in charge now? Can I... no, I cannot renegotiate that alliance. Staring at stars. Again, this is nonsense. Of course, staring at stars is within our religion. It's like basically our religion's whole deal. So now we have the buy-claim interaction. Who are we buying it from? Allows a character to buy an unpressed claim in exchange for piety. Wasn't this a head of religion thing before? Because, like, I'm the head of my religion, so can't I just give myself whatever claims I want? So no, we can't renegotiate the alliance in this case. My son did... Hold on. Which one of my sons was it? Not you. Siblings... Millet. Maybe we can't renegotiate the alliance until the marriage actually occurs? Yeah, maybe. Well, that sucks. Alright, so if we were to buy a claim, we could spend 1,000 piety to gain an unpressed claim on this kingdom, which would allow me to just go at the whole kingdom. However, it's an unpressed claim, and like I wouldn't actually be able to use that, right? Also, his military strength has really ballooned. It's probably not actually a good idea, but we could potentially use it to get claims on other stuff. Like, I'm assuming, yeah, it's not that expensive if you're not going after a kingdom. That's still 500 piety, but I guess piety has no value to us at this point. So this would allow me to get a claim of a larger size on a place. We can take over more territory at once. Ooh, Savo's looking a little soft. And it's just a single duchy? He has no allies? Okay. No, pause. Sorry, I pressed the pause button because I thought it was unpaused. Okay. Raise. As best you can. I can, in fact, call on my ally. You're right. You're right, I could do that if I wanted. Hey, you guys. Go over here and claim this duchy. Oh, conversions. Gotta keep working on my conversions. It does feel like I should be able to just set him to finish the job and just have him run around and keep doing it, but apparently not. He's got to be told with a great degree of specificity where to do the conversions. Listen, you guys are going to be happier as part of my kingdom anyway. People are running in here and raiding while they're weak. Opportunism. Can you believe it? So, we do have... Oh, do I need to take a consort again? Hold on. Peasant revolts. Sorry, where is this one? This is like an overall peasant revolt thing. Lofoter and Viborg. Where's Viborg? Oh, Viborg is part of Denmark. Fine. Control in those areas is already very, very low. And I don't want to have to try to run soldiers over there. Okay, we should definitely keep swaying him because he's still very close to 0 with us. You know, I guess we do have the money to start building buildings now. If we're not necessarily thinking we're going to push on these titles, probably I should actually be constructing like the tax buildings and stuff. Why does it cost prestige to start a public works project? Shouldn't that gain you prestige? Whatever. Go ahead and do it. We should have this. We should build up some stuff. Maybe that just remains the capital forever. Who knows? It's going to be the capital for a considerable amount of time, at the very least, due to the mechanics of moving your capital. Alright, let's get ourselves some new land. Hooray! I think Volta would serve you well as a consort. Okay. Seems like a person we could maybe have a conversation with. He's craven and ambitious and arbitrary. Actually, seems like a little bit of a curse. I would gain opinion of Chieftain Ketu? Nah. I don't even care, really. It's just like a very small prestige penalty, right? Yeah, minus 0.1. Who cares? I'm a living legend over here. How could it possibly matter? So let's have one of the armies rush their army, and the other one go and just grab the next nearest holding. Oh, a prisoner of mine died in my dungeon. I don't even remember who that is. Let's just go fight some battles. Hooray! Oh, my counselor. That was my spy master, right? Yeah, okay. Well, it's important to have a spy master. We do not have a lot of people in the kingdom who are actually good at this thing. Alright, well, I guess I have a vassal who is not on the council right now, who is not terrible. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Did you know you can declare wars? I have a war or two that I could declare. Are these combatants? Nope. Our captures are not, in fact, part of our war score here. So, let's talk about ransoms. Nope, nothing. I don't even know who the people in my jail are at this point. I feel like you should not... A retreating army should not go toward the nearest enemy army. That seems very silly to me. Concerned for my current war, my friend Soya has paid out of her own treasury to aid my efforts. Wow. That's a weird thing to do. Why are you concerned? We got it. It's fine. It is under control. So this will help. This is part of Scandinavia. This aids our effort to create an empire. Alright. Let's get that done. Also, 145 wealth. Hooray. Blessings upon my house, indeed. I guess disband all. So, you know, it'd be pretty cool if we could get Gueladat to just sort of like vassalize, to just come under our control. We can offer it. He's not into it. He doesn't like that I'm a different faith. The difference in our military strength is not very high. No, it's actually huge. You just don't get a lot of points for that. I guess, yeah, it does say max 20. It would be really nice if we could do this. The "you are of a different faith" penalty is a real problem. I wonder if there's a way, could we try to convert him? Oh, let's host him as an honored guest. This is the thing we can spend, what do you call it? We can spend piety on. Let's try to push his opinion of us up a little bit here. Okay, Norse, Ukanusko, Populists, whatever. We have a lot of titles that can be created, like a lot. What's the Duchy of Savo? It's just that one little... Nah, I'm good for the moment, I think. Honestly, it doesn't feel to me like it's worth creating... Like, wouldn't we be better off preserving these titles to be created by our player heir so that he can quickly gain prestige if his prestige is not in a good place? Can I see what his... What's your deal? What's your deal, friend? You are currently established. That's not a very high level. Your spouse is in prison. What's happening there? Another one of my vassals has it. Okay. Constant internecine bullshit. Always. All of the time. So, as hosting him as our guest, it didn't actually create any, yeah, it didn't create a modifier or anything. I wonder if... We're probably not going to be able to get this going, right? His opinion of me is climbing, so that's something. As my military grows in strength, that will also become a thing, but we're never going to be able to overcome some of these modifiers. Like, the base reluctance, obviously, is always going to be there. The rightful liege of a vassal is the ruler who holds the direct de jure liege title of the vassal's primary title. So your primary title is this duchy level title here, which means the kingdom level title above it of Sapmi is actually just that. That's the thing. Because, like, it used to be, like, a bunch of this territory, right? So we could maybe get rid of that. We could maybe get rid of that by declaring war on him and taking this area. But we're allied with him now. That seems like a real bad idea. What is the cost for doing that? Hold on. It's a lot of land for a single declaration. So I would lose a level of fame. I'd gain the attacked and ally trait for 3 years, which, yeah, pretty negative stuff. I mean, listen, I don't want to go to war with this guy. I want him to realize that he is already effectively my vassal. Let's just make it official. But it's tough. It's a tough one. Boy, we can declare some wars. It turns out. It probably doesn't need to flash a thing every time a new war is available, because it's always all of the wars are available. Do we want to have Chieftain Ara go to organized levies? Drive our levy size up? Probably not. Yeah, it's probably not worth it. The total modifier gained from having more military strength is not large enough to matter. So we can't do anything about the rightful liege penalty. I don't know how to convert people who are outside of my territory, because we can only use the chaplain's convert on my own stuff. So how exactly do we spread religion outside of our borders? So this will increase our opinion with Ukonusko rulers, but not old Ukonusko rulers. This is another reason they should make you change the name of your religion. Not just give you the option, but force you when you reform. Because otherwise you get this thing where it's like, I would argue that Ukonusko as a group contains both new and old, but I'm sure that's not what this means. Well, I guess there's nothing we can do except drive his opinion up and hope that he kind of comes around. And we should just be trying to take more territory, right? These guys are looking weak. Unfortunately, their territory is not a single piece. It is 2 different duchies. That's actually really annoying. We definitely should not holy war for them. That seems like a waste. So I guess just grab one of the... I guess if we're going to do this way, it should probably just be a county, and we'll just take that one. And then the duchy we could grab later, but right now it's not even contiguous with our stuff, so... Yep, okay. Declare war. Always be expanding. Oh, also, sorry, another conversion. I'm hoping that we're going to just see... We're going to see new Ukonusko just spread outward from there pretty naturally. So we still have little pockets of old Ukonusko. Obviously, that's a problem. But it looks like, yeah, our reformed version of Ukonusko does not exist anywhere that we aren't. I guess here, we're not technically here anymore, but we were here. So it hasn't spread outside of its border, outside of our borders naturally. This might be a thing we have to focus on in the near future. Alright, our enemies' allies have joined the war, but their armies are tiny and childlike. I think this should be pretty straightforward. Actually, you know what? You guys should go here when you're done gathering. So we can get these 2 sieges done really quickly. It's true, I can call on my ally. I feel like probably it's not necessary. What were you guys doing? Okay. Irrelevant stuff is happening nearby. The number of wars we can declare has changed, I'm sure. This thing has a real Chicken Little issue, where it flashes so often that... It flashes so often without any information in it that I never believe that it has information in it anymore. Okay, that's working. Plus 25. It's not enough, but it's working. 17 months. So we probably have time to finish this siege and then just run an army over there. I guess our forts are becoming more defensible. Oh. Again with the Holy Order. Well, I think I'm just going to let them go ahead and move out. They're not moving on us immediately. Oh, hey, a new learning perk. It's me, the Scholar. I don't even know what this does, but we're definitely taking it. Okay, I mean, development growth. That's cool. That's something. So, now we switch to a new lifestyle. We certainly don't need to be theology focused anymore. Domain focused? Like, what are we working on here? What do we care about? We care about... I mean, obviously we care about continuing to grow our territory. We don't have anything in here that's going to help us spread our religion any more than the stuff we've already taken. Sway scheme power up is interesting. I mean, I guess war stuff, maybe. Control growth up in all of my stuff might be good. Maybe that's a reasonable thing to do, because we do have some control issues. And we are going to continue doing war, almost certainly, until the moment that we are actually dead. So, yeah, maybe something like this? Strategy focus? We certainly don't want to do the chivalry one. I don't need the prowess. Authority focus. Oh, authority focus also gives us more control growth. You know what? Let's do it. Because, like, control in our territory is not good, still. Oh. The blood bond broke. My alliance is gone. Okay, well that's... I guess that means we can take his stuff now. And maybe we will. Yeah, in fact, that's probably actually really good for us. That sort of solved a problem that we had. Where are they going? They're sailing off to siege something. Nope, they're not. Okay, that was weird. They got in the water and then jumped back out of the water immediately. Well, whatever. Let's have you run over here. And as soon as this siege is done, we'll gather up our forces and we'll just go defeat their whole thing. Hey, the trading outposts were constructed. Hooray. It shouldn't take much. It's a pretty small army overall. I am definitely not walking into the trap of just attacking them. Although, actually, you know, this force probably could defeat both of them combined. I see no reason to do it, though. No reason to go into this with anything less than our full might. Boy, the siege is taking a minute, though. Okay, never mind. Maybe it's all resolved. Is that child a critical part of our war score? He is. What could I get for him in terms of ransom? Yeah, I would rather just have the war completed. Because we are on the clock, you know. At some point, I'm going to die. So if we're going to take advantage of the stability of the situation, we should really do it now. Okay, so at this point, I'm allowed to declare war on you, and it's not like a big, weird deal. I can take over the High Chiefdom of Gwoladat. We just disbanded our military, so it's going to be a second before they're ready again. We can hold on to this for a year before it causes any problems, and I think I probably will just ignore that. They have no allies at all. They've done a terrible job of maintaining things. Yeah, I'm just going to do it. You know what? I know that we just dismissed, and so it's going to take a second for our for us to regather, but it's fine. I'm feeling strong enough. Oh, that's true. I can no longer sway him. That makes sense. Who else do I care about? Nobody, really. You're still plus 100 on me. Yeah, nobody. But I should definitely have some kind of personal scheme running. Do I have a vassal who's mad at me? Oh, I totally do. Alright. Sway you guys. Let's just try to all be friends here, shall we? Yeah, I guess just oh, hold on. Actually, maybe we should group up. I kind of like the idea of being able to siege multiple places, though. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have you two merge up. You go here. And you, instead of running deep, just go to the close one. So we'll have this bigger army be in hunting mode. I don't know where they're going. They're probably going to try to siege. They're probably going to try to attack us somewhere down here. Let's just get in the water with them. We'll siege them down with the smaller army, and we'll chase them with the bigger army. All right, lots of titles can be created. High Chiefess Soaba can marry. Oh, my daughter's marriage ended. Did her spouse die? Mysterious circumstances. Okay, so somebody killed her husband. Well, did any of their children get genius? Yes. Yes, they did. 2 of them, in fact. Cool. Yeah, we should marry you to somebody. Probably somebody who can give us some alliance power. Although, actually, nope, never mind. See, this one's my daughter. This one, in theory, we should be able to get an alliance off of it, but nobody seems to be offering. Well, in that case, I don't know how it decides on relevance, but, like, can I see? I have no way of seeing what her council looks like, right? Every ruler has a council. I'm a little worried about her 0 intrigue, so maybe we want to marry her to someone who has a lot of intrigue. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. Let's just get you a husband who will protect you in the way in which you most need protecting. Oh, okay. Is that really the fastest way to get where you're going? Because, like, one big victorious battle here is going to put them in real rough shape, right? Okay, peasant rabble once again. Also, did you know your control's not so hot? So once that siege is over, I guess we just move toward his capital, holding by holding. Not a lot of rolls going in our favor here, but we do have a massive advantage. And yeah, just work toward the capital. This should be pretty fast. Chiefess Maria, the spouse of my son and heir Davgon, has passed away. All those carefully crafted plans have been crushed, have they? I mean, I don't want to be like this, but they did already produce a lot of children. It seems like the plans are probably... Yeah. Gout-ridden. Yeesh. That's a rough way to go. Well... So I now have, like, a pretty substantial, marriageable family member here. Like, this is a big deal. We could probably get a real big alliance out of this. So, 3,000 troops from Hungary. Oh, a mercenary company. Company of the Saint. Here we get an alliance with, I don't know what this is, and also potentially some claims on some stuff. I mean, listen, I would like an alliance that is potentially going to yield a lot of troops. So that sort of makes me think we might want to go with Hungary. You're 21. It's not like a great situation for you necessarily. But yeah, that's a pretty. I mean, like, Hungary's far, obviously. It's not going to be the easiest thing in the world for those troops to get up to where we are. So maybe that's not a good way to do this. Proximity of troops also matters. Even if all we're doing is marrying for military strength, proximity of troops does matter. So this is just a company. They could be anywhere at any time, presumably. So you're the only child of the current captain of the company. How does this work? Be inherited according to their successor, generally the knight with the highest martial skill, and certainly male preference. Okay. So that's likely to be a short-lived alliance, is the thing. Claim on the Principality of Transylvania. I mean, none of these claims are things that we could pursue at any time soon. Certainly not within these characters' lifetimes. So it sort of seems like there's not really a lot of value here. Where's Bohemia? Bohemia's even further south. How strong? Strong. It was big. Okay, we know where Connacht is, certainly. How are they doing? Pretty well, actually. I mean, they at least would be sailing the whole time. It's not that hard for them to get to us. None of these kids, you don't have claims on anything though. You're not the child of anyone important. Oh no, you're the child of a jarl. I mean, I'm assuming that this, male preference. Obviously that's not going to work. That's not going to work for allowing us to take anything over. But, like, maybe who cares? Maybe where we're at is who cares. Yeah, it's a significant number of troops that could probably get to us relatively quickly, even given the distance, because boat travel. Alright, yeah, it's fine. Okay. So this battle's been won. We are now at 31, and I guess we just chase the retreating troops. Let's try to stay on them so that we can battle them again. Oh, and immediately he wants me to help him do conquests. Well, I mean, I accept, although I am almost certainly not actually going to help you. You understand. Wow, he pulled me into a war that he's losing very badly. My grandson Ara has joined me for an equinox ritual in honor of Vainamoinen. As the host, it is my duty to lead us in prayer. That does seem like a thing I should be very good at, right? So, clear mind for 10 years. Or I could wish for my grandson to get peace and clarity. I mean, that seems like a nice thing to do. I don't need to de-stress or anything. Yeah, that's sure. Wow, yeah, Swaba's so good at her job. Where's she even finding all this money? Alright, continue to follow them. I don't know exactly where they're escaping to, but we are not going to actually let them get away. Boy, we have so much money. I don't exactly know what I want to do with all of it. We have just like this huge pile of resources. I mean, so we don't need fame or anything. We're already capped out on that. We could be giving gifts. Maybe we could be buying our way into something useful? Okay, this requires a city or castle, and so basically... Well, but there was a holy order already extant, but maybe not. Maybe you can't create one. There just are some out there. Alright, we'll worry about it later. Oh, my son. I outlived my son. Oh, Uko, how could you do this to Davgon? If I have sinned, why did you not? I mean, he lived to be 57. He was blameless, my perfect son. Life had so much more in store for him. Remarkably small amount of stress gained on that, honestly. So my player heir is now my granddaughter, his eldest daughter, who has very different stats from me, and... Okay. I mean, who knows how long I'm going to live. It may not end up mattering much. We may survive forever. It's true, my alliance did expire. My alliance with Davgon has expired as well. So the blood bond was broken there, right? And so the alliance with Connacht, will not be renegotiable. Try to catch them before they can get back in the water? Yeah. Alright, and after this, we just siege the capital, because we're here already. Okay. Well, that's that war. A lot of stuff's happening. Hold on a second. What's under siege? Wow, that's quite a large army. Well, not much I can do about it. I can ransom a guy. Is he part of my war score here? No. Okay, well that's a damn good ransom. Let's go ahead and take it. Anyway, notifications and stuff. Where do you want to go? You want to go over here. I have to imagine once we take the capital, that's got to be the end of it, though, right? It's going to take a while. Oh, hey, I could take a consort. Never heard of such a thing. It might be worth it for me to like go through where titles are going to go when I die, and see if we can't use the creation of some duchy titles to sort of consolidate and control some things. But that's probably not like fun on-camera stuff. Let's finish this war, and then maybe I'll stop there for the day, and we'll try to figure some things out. Okay, yep. That war did seem to be going pretty poorly. I am not surprised. Wow, we did not, in fact, quite finish the job there. I did get another probably high-value hostage. Yep, sure looks like it. And I feel perfectly fine ransoming both of these off, even if they are going to decrease war score, because we're just gonna finish it anyway. Okay, so we have another one of these weird title situations. We'll deal with it. We're gonna do a bunch of 99%. Well, at this point, yeah, next time war score from held objectives ticks up, we win. So, I guess just get home. Should just be a matter of a couple of months now, right? There it is. It's weird that it didn't flip over immediately, though. Alright, so I enforce my demands. Congratulations, welcome to the winning team. And now, obviously, he doesn't care for me very much. And I cannot even attempt this thing because he is at war. He does not care for me at this point. And I'm not his rightful liege. I feel like I should be, though. Actually, we might have another one of those situations where his title might disappear because he no longer has any of the de jure territory. I'm actually really curious what'll happen there. We'll just keep an eye on it, I guess. don't know that there's much else we can do at the moment. So let's really quickly here just go through our notifications and make sure there's not anything terribly urgent. We probably ought to go ahead and do some of this. Let's just go ahead and ransom these people out. Okay. I don't actually care about the consort thing. I can just usurp the High Chiefdom from him. I don't even have to wait for him to lose the title, except, of course, that he is in a war, as always, against High Chiefess Tada of Biarmia. Where is Biarmia? Okay, it's just on the other side. Well, my suspicion is he's not going to do too well in that, which is kind of a shame, because this is not her territory. This is my territory. We might have to do something. I'm allowed to declare war on her. We could just jump her while she's busy. Yeah, her territory is not made up of very many pieces. We could take a big chunk of land. So let's see. That's made up of a bunch of different counties. If we wanted just this little rightmost piece, okay, yeah, that is a single county there. But yeah, we could just chomp this to prevent her from taking any of the Guoladat land. And we declare war, we find her armies, we beat them up to prevent her from taking any of the Guoladat land, and then we just usurp his title when the war's over, after she has been forced to surrender. You know, honestly, it's not a horrible plan. It's not the worst plan I've ever had. It's not the worst plan I've had today. But I think this is maybe a moment where we can call it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I do need to actually look through these titles. Since we have all this money and we could write whatever titles we want, I need to go through these titles and figure out if it's actually beneficial for us to create any of these. So when you come back next time, tomorrow, hopefully I will have some plan in that regard. And we'll see you then.